Sorry, I'm still laughing. I've just had two letters from the IPCC, actually. The first one, thank you for contacting the IPCC. We acknowledge receipt of your letter dated 9th of August, addressed to the Chief Constable. We are completely independent of the police service. Yes, of course you are. As you have already sent your letter to the Chief Constable of Cambridgeshire, it will be filed under reference blah-de-blah-de-blah, and we will take no further action. Well, why would you? A. You don't like investigating complaints against the police, do you? IPCC. Sorry, this may take a while. So do press pause, go and make a coffee, come back, light a cigarette if you're a smoker. This is about... The video is on the channel, Illegal Arrests, Copper Doesn't Know the Law. This is when they knocked on my door on a Saturday morning, Starsky and Hutch, PC Whelan, and then failed to show their ID, failed to understand that I had not understood my rights, failed to, well, do anything legally, really. And this involves Helen Liar Lovett, Inspector Liar Lovett, yes. I knew I'd get something this weekend. I didn't know what it was going to be. So this is the desk sergeant, if you remember, who laughed at my hernia. The one that they lost. They lost the desk sergeant. And they also lost all the footage of the CCTV footage when I was in the cell reception area. Lost all that. It just fucking gone. It just fucking disappeared. Fucking amazing. Pierce Yeldman. I can't remember who Pierce Yeldman is. Of course, they're not upholding the complaint, because why would they? Because Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, actually stands for Copper Protection Squad. Witty and intelligent answers, please, on the channel to what IPCC stands for, because it's about as independent as a non-independent thing. So if you can make some of them up, that would be great, guys. I will now respond to your appeal in further detail. P.S. Stern made a mockery of my medical condition, and he started laughing when you explained that I did not eat much since my hernia was full. P.S. Stern strongly refutes this allegation and states that he explained to you that he had recently had a hernia operation and did not have any dietary requirements. Well, you're a bit of a lucky bastard then, aren't you? This is when they got confused at some point because they thought I'd already had it. They thought I'd already had the operation at some point. I can't... Of course, it's my word against his. And police officers, as we know, according to the IPCC, can do no wrong. And obviously, my allegation lacks support, lacks evidence, because they've accidentally lost all the fucking footage from when I was in the cell reception. Well, obviously. I did get another beer before, because that was nearly finished. So I won't wander off. You can wander off. Just press pause. Having viewed the information recorded on the custody record, my view is that P.S. Stern showed concerns for your welfare. Did he, when he was busy laughing about my fucking hernia? That's a lot of concern, isn't it? This investigation has established a sufficient rationale in terms of the grounds and necessity of your arrest. Remember, this is all going back. This is all going back when they didn't actually verbally charge or arrest me. But apparently they've managed to get a necessary arrest from that. This is adequately detailed in your report. In the report. Therefore, I shall not reiterate this further, other than to state that based on the evidence available, I am satisfied that the officer had held reasonable grounds to arrest you. Yes, I've not been charged or arrested, but they've got reasonable grounds to arrest me. I appreciate this would have been a distressing situation for you, and I've taken notes of the points which you raised in your appeal in terms of this. However, nonetheless, based on the evidence provided, I do not consider your arrest was unreasonable. No, it was just completely fucking unlawful. It was completely fucking illegal. But it wasn't unreasonable. Nothing the police do is unreasonable. They can kill people in their fucking cells, and that's not fucking unreasonable. That was fucking necessary. PC Whelan explained that he was arresting you following a warrant received from Cambridgeshire Magistrates Court containing an order. An order, I say, order, to arrest you. I have viewed the warrant, which, well, that's funny, because I never fucking saw it, love. No, they gave me a printout of a screenshot from a computer screen, which you can't actually read because the type's too fucking small, without a fucking 100 times powered fucking magnifying glass. So where's the fucking warrant? Where's it? We never saw the fucking warrant. But you're quite happy with the warrant, which you've seen, apparently. Because you're a lying fucking bitch. I have viewed the warrant, which explains that you shall be arrested and brought before Cambridgeshire Magistrates Court. The investigation papers identify PC Whelan was carrying out these instructions. Let's analyse that sentence, shall we, children? The investigation papers identify PC Whelan was carrying out these instructions. What fucking instructions? There was never fucking a warrant, was there? Wankers. I have been busy, but I should explain I've waited all day to open this because I was so fucking angry when I got it through because I knew what it would be. I assert that PC Whelan was threatening during his arrest and failed to consider my medical condition. Inspector Liar Lovett has undertaken reasonable lines of inquiry into this matter. Well, she's a liar. Let's face it, love. Nothing you say can be trusted anymore, can it? Because you have blatantly lied on a fucking email trace. Further, I have viewed the body-worn video evidence and can confirm that the investigating officer's findings in terms of the footage are accurate. So actually, she's just said what's happened on the video footage. So that would be accurate. I do not consider there is sufficient evidence available to support your assertion that you were not informed that you were arrested and that PC Whelan used threatening behaviour towards you. Well, no, I just said I didn't understand my rights, and then PC Whelan went, "We can do this one way or the other, son." Oh, by the way, PC Whelan, where's that slander suite? Where's that slander suit? I was all fucking looking forward to that, you bastard. I take it you were talking complete shit then. Because you're just a threatening fucking Nazi fuckface. PC William was polite. Oh, la-di-da. PC William was so fucking polite. Makes one's bones quiver. He then provided his warrant ID card. Yeah, we covered this in a previous video. My channel cards are similar size to what was purported to be PC Whelan producing his ID card. So this is how it went. Did you catch that? On PC Whelan. There's my ID. You lying Nazi snake. You knew you were breaking the law when you knocked on the fucking door. Explain the reason for his... No, he didn't actually explain. I don't think he did. I don't know. It's on the video. Illegal arrest. Copper doesn't know the law. I have noted that PC Williams' account is corroborated by the body-worn video footage. Can't remember what he said his account was, to be honest. The footage identifies that PC Williams took into consideration your needs by ensuring that you had adequate time to get dressed. No, he just said go upstairs and get dressed. And then he followed me because he's a bit of a perv. And he likes to look at men's willies. He acknowledged you had a hernia. Yes, he certainly did. He went, oh, you've got a hernia then. And I asked about any medication. But he provided further consideration by allowing you to smoke a cigarette before you left your home. Now that bit's not on the video, I don't think. What actually happened was I said, I'm having a cigarette. And he went, okay then. This, in my view, indicates that PC Woman was further considerate of your needs. They're really fucking struggling, aren't they? I also viewed in the body-worn video footage that you were compliant when you were leaving your house and being accompanied by PC Whelan to the police vehicle. Lovely. Yes, well that's the last time that's going to happen, you fucking snowflakes. Did you not think it was quite deliberate that I complied? You stupid fucking wankers. In my appeal, I questioned the validity of the warrant. Actually, I questioned the validity of the warrant in the police station, the cell reception, but oh fuck me, you've lost all that fucking CCTV footage, haven't you? Fucking careless. Oh, and you've lost a fucking desk sergeant as well, I'll just say that again. I have viewed the warrant, which I never saw, issued by Cambridgeshire Magistrates Court, a bunch of bent bastards who suck the cock of the councils. If they don't work for the fucking council, actually. And do not have reason to question the authenticity of the warrant. Well, why would you, love? You're bought and fucking paid for. Is it first instance warrant? Is it really? Is it first instance? Is it? Very posh. On the information being laid before a justice of the peace that a person has, I suspect you laid it before one of your mates and bought them a drink. Said enforce this for us, mate. I'll buy you another drink afterwards. Then I'll suck your cock. The IO, investigating officer, not forgetting this is Inspector Liar Lovett, provided a detailed explanation on pages 7 and 8 of her investigation report on why the warrant is valid. Now, I can't remember her fucking investigation report. This was one we waited like 3 years for or something. I considered the IO carried out an appropriate line of inquiry to find out more information about the warrant. Turn the page. And provide this in the report. This information also explains why an arrest was required. Love them. So the lying fucking bitch, right, has said that there is a warrant, so obviously an arrest was required. The fact she's a lying fucking bitch, as provable in email fucking trace, is beside the fucking point. It is not disputed that you made your complaint in November 2016, and it was not until 16th March 2017 when the IO, namely Helen Liar Lovett, received details of your complaint. Could you hang yourself more? The IO provides her explanation for the delay in receiving your complaint and the steps she undertook to obtain relevant video footage. It is unfortunate that the custody CCTV footage is only retained for 28 days and it was no longer available. Well, you've just fucking lied right there because the PSD said it was attached to the wrong complaint and therefore it was lost. Hang on. It is unfortunate that custody CCTV footage is only retained for 28 days and it was no longer available. Well, either you fucking lost it or it was no longer fucking available. Either it was attached to the wrong fucking complaint or you took too long to investigate it and it was not. You're a fucking lying bitch. Ratna Kaman. RATNA KHANAM, casework manager, Ratna Kanam, you're a fucking lying bitch and you suck the cock of the local council. Fuck you. Not that it'll make any difference because the IPCC management will just say, oh, but she didn't say when she was going to finish her report. That's what PSD said. I said when I caught Liar Lovett out, when she emailed me, said she'd gathered all her evidence and was starting her final report. And then 5 weeks later, she said it was an ongoing investigation and she was still collecting evidence. That was the management PSD excuse. She never said when she was going to finish her final report. Well, no, she didn't, but she did say she started it, and then 5 weeks later, she fucking lied and said that it was ongoing. Because they're a bunch of lying Nazi fuckfaces. P.S. Stern explains that he was the custody sergeant who booked you into custody and explained to you that they could get you in court that morning if they completed the booking and procedure as quickly as possible. Well, I do believe there was something mentioned about if we get this done, we can get you in court in front of my mate. See, that's when I started having reservations. P.S. Stern states he checked your property and found a driving licence and bank cards that identified you as the person in question. Well, considering I never identified myself at the door, that would be a bit tricky, wouldn't it? Just because I had a photograph of my license, driving licence that looked similar to me and a bank card with the same name on it. I think that's perverting the course of justice to identify me as that person. P.S. Stern also explains that due to his advice not being followed, well, we've covered this, it was my fault that I spent all weekend this weekend in the cells. She had to make that point though, didn't she? It was too late to take you to court on the Saturday. He explains that you were required to remain in custody until the next day when the court was open. What, Sunday? I think you fucked up there a bit, love, haven't you? So there's a court open on Sunday, was there? That's what you've said. The IO has provided sufficient explanation on page 12, I can't remember the report, as to why you had to remain in custody. Yes, because you'd made up the law as you went along and it was a completely unlawful arrest. And you're a bunch of lying Nazi fucking vile fuckface wankers. As there was no CCTV footage to view, handy that, I've looked at your custody record in detail. In detail, she says. She has looked in detail. Oh, shit. Oh, there she goes again. Actually, yes. As there was no CCTV footage to view, I've looked at your custody record in detail. Having reviewed your custody record, I am satisfied that comprehensive notes were made by a number of custody staff that had interaction with you while in custody. Yes, all lying Nazi fuckface wankers. I have noted that there were shift changes during your detention. Yeah, don't fucking say, love. What, the whole fucking weekend? There weren't fucking shift changes, were there? Each incoming sergeant was briefed of your current situation so they continue with ensuring your welfare as a detainee in their care. Do you notice how they're getting all lovey and fucking cuddling? A detainee in their care? Yeah, whatever. I do not have any reason to question the validity of the notes made on your custody record, well, except for the fact the police are a bunch of lying bastards. And note that these were made by various custody staff and not limited. She's just gone through about 4 fucking paragraphs and said absolutely fucking nothing. The entries are consistent and detail your actions. Detail the actions taken by custody staff in an attempt to provide you with your rights under Code C of Pace Act 1984. Yeah, still haven't seen a warrant. Oh, that's right, because there fucking wasn't one, was there? I love it. The IO has provided some of the entries in the investigation report. Some of them, not all of them. Very selective, some of them. Which reflect what I've also viewed. Oh, God, this is comedy fucking gold. These entries demonstrate the efforts made by custody staff to show you the evidence of the warrant being in existence. No, as I recall, I had to get them to give me a phone to phone a solicitor, and then I got a photograph of a screenshot on a computer screen which had writing smaller than a fucking ant's penis. But you try keep covering your tracks, love. You fucking bought and paid for whore. Actually, I say, I'm referring to this person as if they're female. No, I don't know. Maybe a male. No idea. I'm not culturally educated to that level, old chap. There is insufficient evidence to indicate that any officer acted inappropriately. Well, apart from the ones that turned up at my door and arrested me illegally. This is why I need lager. I have to weigh up the information provided and consider whether the officers acted unprofessionally. No kidding. Have you not watched my YouTube channel, love? This is killing me. Oh, this feels so good, actually. It's been such a long time since I've had such a rush off this fucking case. Oh, they provided plausible accounts which support their actions taken. Oh, the English police, ladies and gentlemen. Bunch of lying fuck-faced Nazi wankers. I have looked at the evidence presented to me, and in my opinion, decisions reached by Cambridge police are appropriate. I hope you're still watching. I appreciate you have been left feeling dissatisfied with the service of Cambridge police. Just a smidge. However, in light of the evidence and on balance of probabilities, yes! Venus is going to have starbursts which interact with Mars or something. That's the balance of probabilities. I am satisfied that sufficient inquiries have been completed and the finding of not upheld. You had to put that back again. Of not upheld is in brackets. Is appropriate in the circumstances. And then it's just like, does any person have a case to answer? Yada, yada, yada. Well, no, of course they don't. This really cracks me up. Should the Crown Prosecution Service be involved? Now get this, guys. The CPS decides whether to take action against someone working for the police because they may have committed a crime. The Copper Protection Squad decides whether police have committed a crime. Well, Ratna Canham, thank you very much. That's the best laugh I've had. Thanks for watching, guys.